Hello, it's Mr. Watson, but you can call me Ian. On this episode of Mod Spotlight, we're taking a look at the first installment of the Project Brazil mod. If you follow the Fallout modding scene even just a little bit, you've probably heard of this before, since it's a beast 3 years in the making. Project Brazil gives the player an entire new world space, with tons of new quests, new dialogue, new items, new enemies, lots of everything. This first installment of Project Brazil plays out basically over 4 major segments. The first part is your introduction to the vault, and the people who live within it. It also tells a lot of the backstory of your character and the connections between the characters inside the vault. The second sequence is quite unique, and I really don't want to spoil it for you because I want you to play this mod and experience it for yourself. Let's just say it's very imaginative, and without spoiling too much, in the third part, shit basically hits the fan, and it's your job to get out of the vault alive. The end game, so to speak, is the option to explore the San Bernardino Valley once you've completed the story. This is the area where the second installment of the mod will take place. There are no quests here yet, but there are enemies that you can fight and roam around and just get a lay of the land. Unfortunately, at this point there is no ETA for the second installment or the third. Basically what Brandon Lee, the project lead, told me is, it'll be out when it's done. But don't fret. Even this first part already offers several hours of gameplay with a lot of replayability because of the different angles that you can take with your character. This mod manages to stand out in a variety of ways, one of them being the voice actors. It's all very professional and they do a really good job of bringing the characters alive. Combined with the excellent dialogue and story, sometimes this mod actually manages to make you forget this is something fans made, this is not a commercial product. At the beginning of the mod, you have to make a very crucial choice. Do you want to be an athlete or do you want to be a nerd? This choice has some very far-reaching effects for your story. It'll affect your stats, how certain people will treat you, and as a result of that, what kind of quests you will receive. The first out of the 3 planned installments takes place pretty much entirely within Vault 18. But the vault itself is quite large, and it can be difficult to navigate early on. If you keep getting lost, like I did in the beginning, keep a lookout for the white lines on the ground. They connect the most important parts of the vault, like the Overseer's office, vault security, and the computer lab. Those are the spots where you come across the characters which are most important to the story. I've already written on about how great the voice acting is and everything, but here, judge for yourself.
Oh, these are my comics. I draw these because I don't know how to write. I never learned, but I know how to draw. They tell all of these stories and dreams I have. I really like to daydream and share them with people. It's cool to know those thoughts can exist outside my head.
Legacies are not forged overnight, but bastardized political movements are. Take a guess which one is more important.
You haven't earned my respect yet, but you've managed to avoid my ire. What brings you to the conclusion I need a new scout?
You've done everything right by my standards. Report to Chevy in the security office and have her issue you the best gear and post in the base. You've earned it, Star.
There are many ways that I'll train you, physically and mentally. You're a born soldier and that makes you my perfect match.
These are just some of the characters that you'll come across. Just explore every nook and cranny, talk to everybody, because a lot of the backstory for your character is filled in through the dialogue with other people. And even if you don't really care about that stuff, it still is recommended because you can unlock certain perks through dialogue options, also through completing certain actions in the game, and those are really helpful later on. Another cool feature of Project Brazil is that there are a couple of new radio stations for you to listen to.
Shipwrecked on the shoals of the NCR's pathetic inadequacy, we exist to destroy. This is Pirate Radio Los Angeles, Death 98.1.
You're listening to New California Republic Radio. And now, for the news. Archaeological digs in the recently found village of Arroyo point to the disappearance of the legendary home of the Chosen One to be attributed to the Enclave invasion. Theory has long held that the tribe originated in the far south, with the Vault Dweller myth, leading to the foundation of the NCR.
Now, I would love to show you some gameplay from the later stages of the story, but unfortunately that would give away one of the major plot twists, so that's no good. So what I'll do instead is I'll show you some free roaming gameplay from the San Bernardino Valley, where you can spend your time after you complete the story, while I talk about the few criticisms that I have with this mod. While playing, I came across a number of bugs. In my case, they were all really minor and I could work around them, but other people unfortunately weren't as lucky. The good news is the first patch is already out, and it should take care of all the known game-breaking issues that are existing right now. The funny thing is, the only two other issues that I have actually concern the free roam mode at the end of the story. I have to keep reminding myself that this is not what the mod is about right now, so it should not be that big of an issue, but I feel remiss if I didn't mention it. The enemies in free roam mode sponge bullets, it's ridiculous. To me, that does not make the combat enjoyable at all. The other issue is that you have just way too many companions following you at the same time. More often than not, they will get into your way and block your bullets than anything else. In conclusion, if you own Fallout New Vegas, treat yourself to this mod, it is fantastic. For your convenience, I have added all the necessary links down in the description of this video, so go over there and get yourself the first installment of Project Brazil. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider giving it a like, and please subscribe to the channel if you're interested in seeing more of these kinds of videos. Until next time, take care, alright?